Good afternoon, the Honorable all of the adjudicators and opposite team. We are from State Jambatan Bulan and I'm Griselda as the first speaker from government team, and we agree about our motion today. This house would impoverish corruptors. But before I enter our statement, I will rebuttal the opposition team's statement. The first, they talk about rehabilitation. I think rehabilitation is not worth the money they take, because all of the money they take, it can be used to build a country, can build a bridge, and can build a house for subsidies for who have middle to lower economics people, and repair the economic growth. And then I think rehabilitation is not worth it for corruptors, because the money they take, it's reduce economic turnover and improve society, because the money they take can build a country. So that's why I said rehabilitation is not worth it for corruptors. Secondly, just give education. It's not worth it. I think it's not worth it, because corruptors can do that again when they forget about the education, and when there is a chance to do the corruption, they will do that again, and everyone gonna do the same, because no severe punishments given. So everyone can be a corruptors, because what? Because if you just say that the corruptors is need education, so everyone's gonna do corruption, because they know that if I do the corruption and I just need education, and I will do that anymore. And then not have the responsibility. How would you say that the corruptors not have to responsibility? They take society money, they take a country's money, they reduce economy turnover and economic growth. They reduce economic turnover and economic growth. How could you say that not have the responsibility? If they take the money, it's a big money. We not talking about the small corruption, but it's big corruption. And then you say that about system error. I think in 2022, technology is very expensive. Everything will be read in system. Everything will be read in system, because the technology is very advanced in 2022. So we agree about this house will impoverish corruptors. And you said that about corruptors need a jail. It's only jail. No, it's not worth it. Guess what? In jail now, it's a good facility jail for corruptors. Like what? Like a good bed, air conditioner, and they even have their phone, and then their computer like there, and they can pay the jail for travel. You imagine that. For example, guys, Bulan go to Bali. When he know he needs responsibility about what he did, but he go to Bali to travel, to having fun, and he didn't think about the money he take from the country. So I think impoverished corruptors is a good way to discourage corruptors about the corruption. And then, for example, it's big corruption cases, money laundering, like what Indra can do. When government take his property, like his house, car, and etc., and he's in jail now, and it's definitely discourage him to do the corruption. So we agree about this motion about this house would impoverish corruptors. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, the Honorable all of the adjudicators and opposite team. We are from State Jambatan Bulan, and my name is Suci Ramadhani as the second speaker. And we are from gun frequency. We totally agree with these motions. This house will impoverish corruptors. But before we enter to our statement, we will rebuttal the statement from opposition team. The opposition team said, impoverish it means making them into profiling living below the prevailing line. Like we know that. Corruption is the same spending people's money. And if the punishment is below or just giving them impoverish, so there's no guarantee for them to feel sorry about. And then opposition team say we cannot survive without being horrible or won't be able to be leader in the first place. You know, we can live without a leader because we can lead ourselves. And as you know that the real leaders is ourselves. And what's the purpose to having life but our life is getting hard because we have a leader. So that's always we have a leader that always stole people's money. That's useless. And we know that before become a leader, every leader must have swear, must have promise that will make a people become like in the prosper, not take their money, but the corruptor take their money. And then opposition team said, proportional punishment not true taking away food for quarries is unjust corruption and bad. Like this. How do you say it isn't unfair? You know that while they eat people's money without thinking, if the people needs to get the money and they get death penalty, I think that's deserve of them because they take people money, they take every people's money. How to say in English? They take all of the human rights, and then you say that giving a basic human right guarantee that is allowed to have no food to lose weight. Oh my God! Now you're talking about human guarantee. You know that you don't have to worry about getting lost their weight. You know, if they getting in jail, because why? Because they just taking all of that before thinking with that. So stop focusing on human rights because they don't have human right with that. And then you know that you say making their family fall into poverty too. We disagree with these rehabilitations without returning what they took. So that is an impact that can be immediate and fear of the potential corruptor. So there is not justice, and in this is detrimental to the country. So the conclusion is that there is not justice, human right, and liaison for the corruptor because it's only open up opportunity for the candidate of the leaders and to be being corruptor and not afraid if the impoverish is gonna be removed. And then make sure to make them pay back what are they take. And then as you know that without leader we can live, without money we cannot. And then but if the leader is royalty and good, the people's and the country will getting better in the development. So we totally agree if the impoverish will be giving to the corruptor, and that's our gonna be better. That's from us. Thank you very much.